Hey Facebook gang, it is Bob bringing you Positive Vibes Sesh 22, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the process of cultivating life and the juxtaposition of impermanence. I had heard a phrase that went something like, those who want to possess beauty will cut a flower, those who understand beauty will water and feed it and help it grow. And I think that's a little bit of what drives me in these posts, is understanding just the desire, the want, and the need for both myself and for all of you who are listening and get something out of this, to grow and to continually cultivate and try and influence for the positive. Many of you who saw my Facebook post last summer know that I got a little bit obsessive about chasing butterflies. I planted wildflowers and started watching the whole cycle of life of the monarch butterflies that came around, as well as many other species that came through. And it was just an incredible metaphor to me for what it means about the impermanence of life, but yet the beauty of the struggle. And if you look up anything about butterflies, you can see all kinds of inspirational messages about them, their resilience, the very short lifespan that they have, the long journey that the monarchs have from down around Mexico up into the north over multiple generations, and their purpose, what they do and how they behave, is ultimately to continue to procreate and have new generations of butterflies that go and pollinate and migrate. And it's, to me, it's just it illustrates the suffering and the struggle of life, but also the beauty and the challenge of when you provide the right environment, when you provide the right raw materials, the right sustenance, you can help feed and nurture and grow along a path. Ultimately, the goal of meditation, the goal of sort of what the Buddha taught, was to achieve enlightenment, to escape that cycle of birth and death, escape the cycle of suffering. But while in it, the path forward, the way to minimize that suffering, is to cultivate and nurture, to train the mind, to understand the mind, to understand relationships, understand what it means to crave and have desire, and be realistic about what that means, realistic about the impermanence of our existence. And so I get excited as I think about anticipating and my desire for butterfly season to arrive, if it ever does. And it's 51 degrees and I played volleyball tonight. At some point the weather's going to break here in Indiana, and it will be right for flowers to grow. It will be right for butterflies to feed, and the entire cycle of life. So if you're searching for something to distract you, if meditation isn't working, I highly recommend trying to plant some milkweed and see if you can raise some monarch butterflies and use that as a meditation. It's a wonderful experience. They're beautiful, interesting creatures that I think really zoom in on the crux of a lot of what my tradition teaches me about overcoming suffering. So that's it for today. I hope we all get some warmer weather soon, but if we don't, we'll accept and we'll deal with that. I hope you all love one another and inspire and teach each other each and every day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow for session 23. Cheers.